Hello, and a merry Monday morning to you, my spry and sprightly layered pumpkin cheesecakes of creme fraiche wonderment. Coffee shares to you. It is I, Hallie, with today's very first weekly reading book review of November 2025, and I'm here with a stack of books I read this week, the book I'm currently reading, and the books I might, maybe, perhaps read next. So, should you like to talk about stories with me, pour yourself a cup of coffee, and let us talk about some books. So, the first one I finished was My Plain Jane by Cynthia Hand, Brodi, Ashton, and Jodi Meadows. This is what book club decided is more a remix than a retelling of Jane Eyre by Charlotte Brontë. There are 3 POVs. It is very voicey and very interesting. Led for a very interesting discussion. So I think it was mostly based on how familiar you were with the original Jane Eyre as to how much you found it tolerable or loathed it. So that was really interesting. I'd read it back in 2019, I believe, when it first came out in my Lit Joy box back in the day. And so that was really interesting to revisit why I loved it then, what I still like about it now, etc. And yeah, we had a great little chat about that one at book club. Okay, the next one I read, was I paying close enough attention? Probably not. This is The Daggers of Ire by J.C. Cervantes. This came out last month. No, 2 months ago, because it's November. Came out in September. Got an early copy. I think actually at Highlights they got a box of books and shared them with us. So this was an early edition of that one that should be out on bookshelves now at your local retailer. This was very episodic, very quest, very finding your own power and strength and what makes you different makes you powerful kind of thing. Best friends, family, creatures, other realms. The thing that's hard for me about these, it's kind of like the Reed Riordan series, where we're just we're on a quest, but go from one realm to another so fast that sometimes I feel like you miss a sentence or a paragraph and you're like, where am I? What just happened? I'm not sure, but I'm just going to keep reading. So that's what happened with The Daggers of Ire. Beautiful cover art, and I really enjoyed it. I just probably should have read it slower and paid better attention. Fair? Okay. The one I read last night, just so I had more than 2 books to talk about today, is Cool Code. Again, I think I got this when I was at Highlights. It is a beautiful graphic novel, but somehow it came out in 2022. So it's older, but I really liked it. A girl who's been homeschooled by 2 programmer parents, starts middle school mid-year, I think October, not that it matters, has trouble fitting in, but she's created an app on her phone because, programmer parents, and is coding her own app to help her fit in and be cool. And so it's almost a little prescient for AI and the info we feed it versus are we going to trust the machine or go with our gut? So spoiler alert, if we're discerning readers here, the app, once on the 2.0, it tells her that she's not allowed to hang out with this girl from her coding club because she's not cool enough. She falls below number 60 in all the school rankings of popularity, so she's not allowed. And guess what? Friendship wins. So yes, unplug the machines. That's how I feel. Sorry. It's loud. So Cool Code. Totally enjoyed that. Deidre Langeland and Sarah May. Sorry, Sarah. Don't know how to say your name, but really enjoyed that. So older title, should be out on shelves, and a better looking edition than this one, but this one was really pretty. Okay, and then I did finish this morning, Henry VIII by Shakespeare, my Shakespeare quest. So I revisited, I wanted to read all of Shakespeare's canon in 2025. We're gonna make it halfway through, guys. I really slowed down when we got to these political plays, because I just can't follow the who's who and the what's what and the traitors and the executions, imprisonings, and banishments, and I don't know what all these lords and ladies and weirdo dukes and duchess titles and whatnot are. Anyway, Henry VIII. I'm familiar as in, was it the Beatles song, Henry VIII I Am? I don't think it was the Beatles, but it was that era. And also Six, the musical, because he famously had 6 wives that he kept turning them for a new one. So this only follows when he divorces Queen Catherine and dances with Anne Boleyn and dismisses Catherine. She dies because she's sad and she's like, I'm unfaithful, and boohoo, she dies. And Anne Boleyn has a baby, and it's Queen Elizabeth, to be followed by King James. So the alternate title for Henry VIII and Shakespeare's Day is Or All Is True. So probably playing to the crown, Queen Elizabeth, and King James for patriotism and loyalty, and blah, blah, blah. So that's where Queen Elizabeth came from, was Anne Boleyn and Henry VIII. I learned something. What do you know? And yes, I marked some things to pick a quote for my hand lettering journal. So stay tuned for that little artwork. Currently reading, you know, I'm almost 16 pages in. Can't even see my bookmark barely. This is The Lost Masterpiece by B.A. Shapiro. Wonder why art is in the news and making me think of France and the Impressionists and Paris these days. This is a hefty tome. We're coming in at over 400 pages with not that big a fonts, but ooh, that was a short chapter. So it opens in the modern era with a woman who finds out, spoiler alert, it's the first chapter, 16 pages, right? You can handle it? That she's inherited this Jewish whatever lawyer firm has tracked down that she's the last heir for a impressionist masterpiece by Matney, that the Nazis stole during World War II. So they're making reparations and bringing it back to her Boston home apartment. That's all I know. And then we're going to go back in time, I think, to when the painting was created and how it came to be in her family. And I'm guessing things are going to happen because she hasn't insured it yet, but the guys just installed it on her apartment wall. And that can't be great for having a millions priceless piece of art on a wall. But we'll find out. I know nothing because, you know, I don't read the flats. I just go in and read the book. So love B.A. Shapiro. I loved her Art Forger, Metropolis. And I feel like there was another one of hers I read. She's very prolific. And I love an art heist mystery. Maybe it's not a heist. I don't know. Maybe it's just an art history mystery. We're going to find out. So reading that, enjoying it. I love the back of the canvas. Isn't that beautiful? Just love it. Okay. Carrying on. My friend Ruthie lent me this movie that I've never seen, Strictly Ballroom. Have I seen every other Baz Luhrmann film? Maybe not all of them. I've seen a lot of them. I think this was his first one. So behind the scenes of competitive ballroom dancing in Australia. She said it's weird and quirky. Sorry, I'm your candidate. So gonna watch that. And here's 3 books I picked off the TBR potential. Gentle Riding Advice by Chuck Wendig. There's no extra N in there. Wendig. So yeah, we could all use a little bit of that. And I think it was last week I read another, Right On, was it? No, it was Right something. Anyway, I read another publishing book, and you know, I have a stack of them. Should probably read them. This one comes out next month. This is Asterwood by Jacqueline Stolos. And again, advanced reader copy coming in December next month. Asterwood is a middle grade. Look at that beautiful cover. So yay, it looks like a Portal Fantasy realm, farm to forest magic. I'm in. And to continue our Shakespeare, Brush Up Your Shakespeare 2025, I will be able to finish all the political books this month, or this year, if I read one a week, and we can do it. So here's King John, and then I have to read King Lear next with hot take. I don't like King Lear. I can't stand it. So we'll see if I like King John. Isn't that the one in Robin Hood with the crown and the kissing and the, you know, Little John and Robin Hood walking through the forest, oodalolly? We'll find out. So, shows you how much I know about history. Disney cartoons. Okay. Love you guys. Would love to know what stories you're reading, loving, enjoying. Gonna go finish the piece I was working on Halloween, which, you know, made a mess for the day. Just need to assemble and cut and trim and make it look like something other than just what lives in my head. And also this week, Patreon Happy Mail is going out. So if you would like an exclusive vinyl sticker from me, Hal the Gal, go ahead and join the Crayon Box. It's my Patreon. So for $6 or more a month, I send you sticker mail every month with a glittering, personalized, handwritten note. And there's always paper confetti, and I decorate the envelope. And if you're brand new this month, you also get an exclusive art print and you're welcome sticker. And I might just throw in a bonus sticker in there because it's who I am. And tiers $10 and up this month also get a copy of my All Art is Practice sticker in their mail. Just to cover costs, guys. It's not because I love them more than you. You are all valid and worthy of all the stickers. I just budget. Okay. Love you guys. And yeah, that's my news. So talk to you later. Love ya.